What's up, everybody? It's day 5. We're going to talk about juggling. Juggling God, juggling the Son, and juggling the Holy Spirit. Now, they're all one and the same. So here we go. Romans 3:15 through 17. I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. Life with God is a lot like juggling. When you juggle 3 of the same objects, it's a lot easier. The timing is right, the weight distribution is right, everything lines up how it's supposed to. And that's kind of like with life. When you juggle God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, even though they're one and the same, they're 3 things, 3 entities. So when you juggle all them, they're all the same. They're all the same weight, they're all the same speed, all the same size, all the same thing. When you juggle them, it's a little bit easier. Yeah, you may drop something. Yeah, you may trip up here and there, but you just pick up and keep going where you left off. You speak truth, speak God, speak all these things. But when you start to juggle things that are different, start playing with pornography, start playing with alcoholism, start playing with depression, suicide, all these things, those are different. Those aren't the same weight. They're not the same size. They're not the same thing. They are not the same entity whatsoever. So when you start adding, you take out God and you add depression. You add suicidal thoughts. You add alcoholism. You add pornography. When you're juggling, it's not the same. The timing's off. The weight distribution is off. Your life is off. You're not going on the right path. You're not doing what God's called you to do. It starts to become different. You don't have as much peace. You don't have as much happiness as you used to have. And just like we talked about the other day, happiness versus holiness. You don't have that godly happiness because you're not juggling 3 of the same things. So make sure that you are, like we keep talking about, you are focused on God. You are focused on what He wants you to do, and that you are juggling God. You are juggling what He wants you to juggle, and you don't try to add things that you want to juggle or things that you feel may be right. Make sure God leads your path, and you follow behind God's footsteps and what He wants you to do. Juggling, like I said, juggling is something that's kind of difficult. You have to have a talent to juggle. You can practice and learn how to juggle. I did. It's super easy. And like I said, when you juggle little things like a tennis ball, and it's really easy to control those. It's really easy to go big, do tricks, do things like that. But when you start getting to like the size of a soccer ball or a basketball, the distribution and the way you throw and your timing, it's a lot slower. It's a lot more off. You can't go as quick. You can't do as many tricks. It's hard. So like it's the same thing with God. When you juggle what you're supposed to juggle, things line up and things go the way that they're supposed to go. Even though we may not understand it and it may seem like it's damaging us, it's actually making us stronger. God won't give battles to you that you can't handle. You'll never get anything that you can't handle. God's just waiting for you to call on Him and grab Him and let Him guide your way through this battle. So just make sure you guys are juggling the right things in your life. If you don't know what you're juggling and you may think something is off, ask God. God, like we talked about sacrifice, ask God what you need to sacrifice. Ask God what you need to let go of or add in or do. So remember, day 5, keep juggling.